Don't let the fact that I'm wearing essentially an actually, you know what? What the hell? I think this qualifies as Knicks blue. I can say it because the Knicks won again. Let's go. Let's go. And the thing just fell behind me. Hold on. Okay, okay, that should work. Yes, but as the beginning of this video was rather unambiguously saying, the Knicks won. I stayed up ridiculously late for it, and I lost a lot of sleep due to the excitement, but you know what? I don't care. Because the Knicks won, and that's all that matters. Again, man, I got Knicks in 5, if you didn't already know. So, yeah. It was a good game, though, too. Holy cow. Like, it's like for every time anyone zigged, the other one zagged, you know? It was, such a good game. But, if you can believe it, that's not even all of my high. But before I get into that, good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Let's look at my low and my high, my active kindness. What is my low? I mean, here's the thing. Technically, there was something else that went on yesterday that I was kind of on the fence about going, and I guess I am having a little bit of FOMO in the fact that there was like a Trey Songz Ashanti concert at Tags and Big Flats, and like the amount of like hype but also controversy surrounding this concert was out of control. So I really didn't want to be getting a ticket, and I'll explain more in a minute. But from what I've seen, a lot of people had fun, which is awesome. Good for them. But I guess I am having a little bit of FOMO. Of course, no. Here's the thing. I guess I do have FOMO, but not enough to lose like sleep over it, I guess. It is what it is. Although, I will admit my low right now is that I'm exhausted. Because, as I said earlier, I did lose a lot of sleep. Because the Knicks won. But that's not all of my high. My high is the fact that yesterday was actually National Donut Day. And first time ever going to Country Crawlers for donut. I've been to Country Crawlers before. But usually I would go for like breakfast sandwiches and stuff. Seriously, the everything bagels at Country Crawlers, top tier, no question. Why didn't anyone tell me about their donuts? Oh my god! Seriously, the donuts at Country Crawlers are so good, I actually might go get some today. I'm not joking. I'm really not seriously, shout out to Country Crawlers, man. I mean, to a lot of old school 607 people out there, I don't want to get your hopes up too much. I really don't, but when I was growing up, there used to be a place in Corning called Crystal City Bakers. And I think Country Crawlers might be the second coming of that. I really think they're that good. I mean, they don't make pizza like Crystal City Bakers, obviously, but everything else that Crystal City Bakers does, or did, Country Crawlers could do. I'm telling you, man, Country Crawlers, second coming of Crystal City Bakers. It went on actually, if you're wondering, it went out of business, not because any controversy went on or anything. It just, when Wegmans started getting really big in Corning, Wegmans Bakery is also quite good. I mean, come on, it's Wegmans. Wegmans is awesome. But yeah, that's kind of why. At least from what I've heard. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, the next one, I had donuts on National Donut Day, and downtown Corning had an event called ILLUMINATE, which was actually a lot of fun. It was. It was hot as hell, though. Good God, it was hot outside. Seriously, it was so hot, I had to go to, like, inside of different places on Market Street. Not to purchase or buy things, I just needed somewhere where there was air conditioning. Holy cow. It was hot out. And, my act of kindness was, I did visit my parents' house for a little while, and I actually emptied the dishwasher for them, because I want to do that. It felt like the nice thing to do. So anyway, right, the controversy about the Ashanti Trey Songz concert. So, TLDR, the concert was canceled in both Buffalo, and I think the other one was in, like, New York City. So, I mean, listen, Ashanti and Trey Songz, they've got talent. They have more talent in their one pinky than a lot of people have in all their bodies. So, you know, they don't need an introduction. But, like, there were concerts getting canceled in both Buffalo and I believe New York City. And so, everybody and their grandma was selling their tickets for the show at Tags, for the sole reason that, you know, the concert was going to get canceled. As well as the fact that initially the shows that were canceled in Buffalo and again New York City, at least I think the last was in New York City, you know, the people there didn't get refunds, which sucks. However, because I talked to my mom a little bit last night. I told her about, like, what was going on. And my mom actually knew some people who were going to that concert because she works with a few nurses at the Corning Hospital. And from what she had heard, the people who had purchased tickets for definitely at least the Buffalo show that was canceled were able to get into the show that was at Tags last night for free. So, technically, you didn't need a refund if you actually drove all the way from Buffalo down here. Which, I mean, it's not a terribly long drive. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 hours. I mean, if you actually partied at that concert last night and you came from the city of Buffalo and you somehow made it back home last night, you know, in Buffalo, you know, good for you. But for the most part, I can totally see how, you know, some people probably shacked up in a hotel or maybe they had a friend in the area where, you know, they stayed for the night. Not to, you know, I've actually never been to a show at Tags. I haven't. I mean, I guess I probably should. Just never really found the time. On top of that, like, seriously, this is the sort of venue where, like, it's, you know, $20+ just for parking alone. And not to mention, like, the tickets, because I wound up running into a friend of mine last night who actually wound up getting a free ticket because they knew someone who works at Tags. And she told me, like, just general admission tickets were like $130. No. And that's general admission alone. It was well over $200 some for, like, the VIP party pit or whatever that is. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do plan on going. Here's the thing. I do want to go to a show at Tags at some point, but it's currently not on my bucket list. Not only for the year, but not on my life's overall bucket list at this moment. Oh, I guess that's not true. I guess I would say it's on my life's bucket list. But it's one of those events where, I mean, there's concerts at Tags, like, a lot. especially at this time of year, because it's a tag summer outdoor stage. It's beautiful outside. You're gonna have a show outside. I'm not really in any hurry to go to any of those shows because they do happen quite often. And plus, they're the sort of events where, while they do look fun, if I wind up not going to them, I'm not really going to lose sleep over it. Like, take the event, I literally said earlier in this video that, yeah, the Trey Songz Ashanti concert looked a lot of fun. And I guess there is something to be said about, the sort of FOMO that I have for not going. But it's not enough to really lose sleep over. I'm sure it was a great concert. I'm absolutely sure it was. I'm just not in a hurry to go. If any of you guys went to that concert, shout out to you guys. I hope you guys actually had a lot of fun. But, listen. I had donuts on National Donut Day. I went to ILLUMINATE downtown in Corning. I got to see my parents last night for a little while. And the Knicks won. If there's any lesson to learn from that, it's, you are more than capable of having a good day if you just let yourself go out and do it. Because listen, there's going to be some things that wind up happening in life that you're just simply not going to be able to go to that you really do want to go to. Because, maybe you got to work, or maybe, you got to, turn in early for something important the next day. Or, maybe you have a relative who's feeling unwell. Stuff like that. And that happens. But just because life can sometimes get in the way of things you would like to do, that doesn't mean you're unable to make the most of it. Like, for real, to give you an example of about a thing that happened last night, there was actually a vendor at Glass Fest that I saw that I was really intrigued by, but I didn't go to it. But last night I was able to go to. I don't really know the name, but it was the vendor that specialized in making fried food, specifically like fried chicken bites, fried catfish, fried pickles, stuff like that. But I actually wound up trying their fried okra and their fried snapper and fried shrimp. Not a bad deal either. It was like $19 altogether. And it was a fairly decent amount of food. Not bad, actually. Not to mention they had several, there was a vendor that had several different kinds of honey. So I tried a wildflower honey. I sampled that. I sampled a ginger honey and a cinnamon honey. Dude. It was a ginger cream honey and a cinnamon cream honey. Basically, the cream honey works you use it as a spread on toast. A lot easier than regular honey, which is really thick and viscous. It was actually really good. And I got to walk up and down Market Street a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was great seeing a lot of really great places packed, like Anelio's or Dippity Doodah's. Seriously, Dippity Doodah's was standing room only. Holy cow. And walking up and down Market Street a lot, it's fun. It's just simply nice to walk up and down Market Street for just a little while to, take your mind off things. And there's some other stores I checked out too. They're a lot of fun to walk into, card-carrying books and calligraphy. Of course, I really only go there because they have a little store kitty. named Paige Turner. It's the most adorable little kitty ever. Little kitty. Little kitty. Yeah. Also, actually, Volo on Market Street. They gave out free samples of garage beer. If you don't know what that is, it's the beer that was made by Jason and Travis Kelce, the Kelce Brothers beer. And I tried like their lime beer, dude. Like, here's the thing: I'm not much of a drinker, but I definitely appreciate, having something nice and cold on a really hot, something really nice and cold to drink on a really hot day like yesterday. Oh my God, did that beer hit the spot. Like, I just had a sample of the beer because, I had to drive. But, oh my God. Like, shout out to the Kelce Brothers, man. You guys make great beer. Holy cow. Yeah, man. Last night was awesome. I guess you could say that the city of I guess you could say downtown Corning illuminated my evening last night. And of course the Knicks won. Yay! Hope you like this video. If you'd like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humble to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy. For them, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk change, we're here to lend you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.